Hey everybody, it's Justin, your guide into the Runiverse. I definitely want to talk about the first couple days of the gameplay, the pre-alpha slice that we're able to play. And honestly, first thing out of the gate, it's been amazing to see everybody in the community, get together, party up, fight, craft, get stomped on by bosses. Because I know I definitely have been getting wrecked over the past couple of days and just kind of figuring out how things work. But honestly, if you're struggling, I definitely would recommend reading through this Eve of Memory gameplay guide. This kind of goes over everything from creating an account, creating a character, connecting your wallet if you want to do so, as well as really critical things like playing and earning rewards. So by all means, sign up with your email, customize your character. If you have a wizard, by all means, connect your wallet so you can play as your wizard inside of the game. It kind of goes over the basic stuff, like how to use the Watcher's Ring, where you can just access it through a drop-down menu, and then you'll have to click on the tab, and then you can tap it, etc., etc. But I think the main thing most people are really juiced about is playing in the Runiverse right off the bat. So honestly, I would definitely talk to all the NPCs with exclamation points over their head, because they do tend to give out recipes if you complete what they're doing. Most of them will ask you to go kill a bunch of mobs and monsters, and at the end of that, they'll tend to give you a reward. There are a couple of find a buddy adventures like these tree guys up here. Very cute, but very difficult. I think I will talk about maps so that you can find them easier, because I know the questing system isn't necessarily out yet. They haven't integrated a full questing system, so quests and tutorials are presented using a system we call Rumors. So you do have to talk to as many NPCs as you can. You don't have to talk to all of them, of course. Some of them just give you flavor dialogue across the Runiverse, but again, they're important if they have exclamation points. So, crafting is thoughts on crafting. Crafting is crazy. Obviously, well, not obviously, but you have to. There's two things that you need. Well, three things technically. You need to go and if you get a recipe, it'll ask you for two things. It'll ask you basically for the spiritual material as well as the physical material. So physical materials are gatherable around the Runiverse. I hope I can find a screenshot of it here. Okay, I can't. But anyways, they're you can cut down trees, you can mine stuff from the ground, you can cut stuff from bushes. Those are the physical materials. And you also need spiritual materials. That stuff can be acquired by killing monsters and collecting the rewards and the mana and the gold after you defeat the mobs. So essentially, by all means, farm and figure out how to do that, and you'll be able to craft things at the forge as well as the mage hall. So memory crystals are really important, in my opinion. Equip as many as you can, because they synergize well with one another. By all means, figure out the strategy and coordinate well, and you can layer them well together. And memory crystals kind of buff your character, so definitely try to equip as many as possible. You can equip up to 4. And again, you can go ahead and, inscribe your recipe into the recipe book, and then by all means craft it when you can, or when you have the materials to do so. So I know a lot of people are talking about how to get mana. So I think, you do get a roll from the Font of Memory to get a blessing in exchange for some mana. Okay, so let me reread that. In the context of the game, the font is available if you have mana. So mana is gained by deconstructing stuff at the temple. Oh my gosh, it's actually so far. Okay, I don't know where to find that in the gameplay guide, but we'll actually just talk about the Font of Memory itself. So there's a lot. I personally would say, okay, let me just read this. Every 10 blessings guarantees a rare reward. So obviously when you're rolling blessings, you can have, it'll either drop, materials, which you can use for resources and crafting, or it'll drop a quantum blessing, which also has a specific rarity, whether it's, just like a bronze or a silver or a gold. I think it is the green, purple, and gold. But basically these are quantum gifts, and they're basically cosmetics for particular items that can't be gained anywhere else. So if you definitely want those before the full Runiverse game drops, by all means, feel free to roll at the Font of Memory with blessings with ease. So it's like 50 mana for one blessing, and you can gain mana by sacrificing items at the temple. Maybe we'll see it when we scroll down a little bit further, but essentially After 250 blessings, there is a guaranteed seal of tenor, which is proof of land ownership. And again, that seal has a distribution of. It's actually it's in the minting guide, but I don't have the tab opened. But it's somewhere there, so definitely go find it. Sorry, guys. But anyways, you do have the option to purchase more mana to gain more blessings from the Font of Memory, or to continue your journey in the Runiverse. There are a couple of packs that you can choose from. There is a combat training, area where you can kind of test out your abilities. But I don't really necessarily use this too much. It kind of goes over the action bar. Thoughts on the action bar? I really like it. Personally, I just kind of spam my abilities using the number pad. But I would say the nuance with the synergies of spells that you choose is really important, because you can have a heal spell and then have that one shield spell, and then you can just you can spam those in tandem. While layering in damage, and then kind of out survive a boss. So that's been fun to figure out. There are also a couple of builds as well when it comes to this, but action bars are definitely I really like this mechanic personally. So target is also interesting. You just kind of click on the one that you want to target. Obviously, you're in a party. You're probably going to want to be in a VC to coordinate, etc., etc. But again, when you defeat mobs, they too. I don't know necessarily. If the recipes get dropped as RNG, I think it might be, because I definitely have different recipes than other people. So we'll see. Anyways, inscribing a recipe. Basically, if you get a new recipe, you can go to the recipe book. Go ahead and inscribe it, and then you can go ahead and craft it. And it'll just show you what the properties and requirements are as well when you are taking a look at the recipe book. So that's definitely interesting. But honestly, exploring the Runiverse has been crazy fun. It definitely has been awesome to party up with a lot of people, explore the Runiverse, just to talk to people. It really feels like the early vibes of Club Penguin. It's really fun, personally, and exploring certain portions of the Runiverse. Honestly, from this map, we have 6 places to explore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This wasn't there. Okay, I think that was probably a 10. Anyways, there's 6 places to explore. Personally, I'm really excited because, in the alpha, we move on to the full game. Everything's going to be open world, but, it's going to be a long time until we get there, so don't count on that. Honestly, very bullish, very exciting, not financial wise. But again, you can use a city stone. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I'm just kind of jumping all over the place. My mind is all over the place. It's been a crazy day, honestly. And this kind of the guide kind of goes over grinding for gear, etc., etc. Oh yeah. Basically, cutting plants from the world. Anyways, gathering resources, etc., etc. And kind of goes over how to earn quantum gifts as well, and what they're used for. Again, you can get anything from mounts to item skins, blueprints, etc., etc. Very cool stuff. So I have another tab open here as well. A couple of tips for anyone. So Jitsi here, or Jitsi from the Forgotten Runes team. Definitely drop him a follow, but he has a couple of tips for us. I definitely agree with a lot of this. For anyone soloing the Runiverse game, here are some tips. Number 1, if you can out DPS it, you can farm it. Healing is a sucker's game. Basically you're going to want to maximize for, you got to farm the mobs, and you got to farm them fast. So, hit that DPS. Ignore bosses. This is a really important part. You're definitely going to want to fight the weakest monster of zones that are 1 or 2 levels ahead of you. I think I'm at level 15 now. And that strategy has been really helpful, especially if you want a power level. You just drop into the next zone. You kind of avoid the ones that look strong, and you just kind of, just try to fight the weak monsters, and then you come back, and defeat the bosses when you overlevel for the rewards, right? So again, you don't necessarily have to worry too much about equipment early. You'll upgrade it naturally at earlier levels. And then if a party is around a boss ready to brawl, throw an invite to clear it fast, right? So if you're in a party, if you have varying levels, I found that bosses tend to be a little bit easier. So yeah, just because the abilities tend to synergize well if you just kind of super blow it up, wreck it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, number 6, always target the weakest thing first in a group fight. So, you're definitely going to want to join a Discord and, VC with your friends and, coordinate with regards to the game. I know in the live stream, we kind of focused on that as well. Always target its weakest things first and work your way up. Also, effects are nice, but damage is generally stronger in early levels. And then number 8, of course, grind on. And then the new emote in the server is actually impeccable. It's anyways, okay, I do want to talk about the map. Okay, I know since a lot of people were talking about the questing was really hard to navigate just because the system wasn't implemented yet. But you can find all the NPCs in Bearsnake's post with regards to the MMO and the maps. You can see where all the NPCs are, especially the bosses, the material quest givers, the elite quest givers, the welcoming NPC, etc., etc. So you'll be able to navigate where you want to go when you need to find it. And obviously, feel free to mark them however you want. So I know a lot of people were looking for, there's a welcome NPC, elite quest giver, material quest giver, etc., etc. There's a lot of stuff here. But yeah, honestly, there's a lot of stuff here. I love looking at the maps in its full glory. Definitely will need a couple of posters, maybe. That'd be cool. I hope we can pick these up as posters because I might put that on print. But the pre-alpha event was, is amazing. I definitely would check it out if you haven't seen it yet already. Free to play. All you need is an email. And then I think I had another. Oh yeah, I did. I wanted to talk about the Seals of Tenor. Okay, so it's day 2, and there are 1,100 seals that were total. And as of 12 p.m. PT on November 9th, which is today, 85 homesteads have been found, or RNG'd, or whatever. 11 settlements have been found. 1 village has been found. 904 remain to be earned. Play to earn is in session. So, if you want to grind for land, you're definitely going to have to figure out how to disenchant items for mana. So you're going to want to grind. You're going to want to find the resources. You're going to want to kill a lot of mobs and then turn it into, materials, whether that's armor, spells, etc., etc., and sacrifice them at the temple so you can get enough mana in order to get a land. And again, remember, every 250 blessings is a guaranteed Seal of Tenor. So again, in terms of math, every blessing is worth 50. So 50 times 250 is 12,500 mana. So you're going to have to grind 12,500 mana. So the the weekend is coming very soon. So I think that a lot of people are going to be grinding, and the race is on to get more seals. So again, whether you decide to buy them or, whether you decide to buy mana or grind for it, I think it's definitely going to be able to grind it. But anyways, I totally forgot what this tab was. Oh, that's my stats. Anyways, that's all I got essentially. Playing with everybody, seeing everybody in the game. Damn it, I actually had a post with Dota with everybody inside of the game. So you know what? I'm just gonna scroll. I'm gonna go over to it because I definitely wanted to see it. Yeah, seeing everybody in the game, taking pictures with each other, Oz over here. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's, let's just read this. So good to meet Forgotten Runes Wiz friends in game, enjoying the long-awaited pre-alpha of the Runiverse game. Everything is progressing absolutely beautifully, mainly for those who've been following closely the progress of the last 2 years or so. Amazing team, amazing cult. Let's make some magic. So I loved seeing all. That's definitely me. It's amazing to see everybody in the game. Oh yeah. Also, scheduled maintenances. Well, for today, I think they were working on the servers every 3 hours or so. So the Eve. Oh, huge news! Eve the Memory event is going to be extended in light of these issues. More details soon. So I guess we'll figure out what happens then as well. And then, again, this is just the vertical slice of the gameplay demo. So, the level cap is up to 15. Equipment recipes, they're about 80. There's 22 enemies, 21 spells. But now that I see this chart after playing the game, The alpha and beta are going to be crazy because they're going to expand the level cap to 30 and 40. You know, there's going to be equipment recipes up to 300, 500 plus, and then 700 in the full release. So when the full release comes down, it's going to be wild. Can you imagine like a full release Runiverse? You know, with all game items, full benefits for wizards, you know, full mounts there, fully implemented land, you know, the full game economy, etc., etc. I know we can only mint cosmetics, you know, in Arbitrum right now with the quantum blessings. You know, we're holding on to our seals of tenor until the full release, but I'm excited, honestly. So I would definitely check out the white paper. You know, come on, I need to find Dota's post. Where is it? Seeing all the gameplay, seeing all the rings getting minted, seeing everybody drop tips and, you know, helping each other out. This Wizard Wednesday was a banger. I was in here, so definitely check that out. I think I was in there. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just kind of geeking out at this point. Everything was amazing. I was in this one. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff. I'm just kind of rambling on at this point just because things are crazy. Things are amazing. And seeing everybody there was very, very epic. So anyways, if you're liking the Runiverse game, definitely hit that like and subscribe button because it helps me create more content in the future. I'll try to make some more tutorial videos and white paper breakdown for the full release, as things move along. But I'm kind of blasted. I'm super fried. I've been playing the game, grinding, trying to get that land. And honestly, you know where to find me. I'll catch you in the Runiverse. See you guys. Peace.